Hi, this is your July reading and what to expect. Middle of your spread, the energy came up as Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Above that is a Ten of Cups, and underneath that is a Four of Swords. So that tells me if money's been hard or, it's not growing for you in the past 7 months, for some of you, maybe a little bit more than that, I feel like you are starting to really release your attachment to it, of why why am I disorganized, why can't I get it together. There's a lack of success, the feeling like you haven't really been planning, you haven't really been saving, you've been wasting. And I think something made you pay attention. Ten of Cups above that, where maybe now you're being forced in July, whether this you're retreating, recovering from an illness or something. 111 on the clock. As I said that, you're going to start to go within and connect to source and understand how to best move forward in order to live your best life. That's what I'm hearing. And there's something you need to let go of. Like I said, there's an attachment, a negative behavior. It's holding you back and keeping you from stepping into your higher potential and happiness, Pisces. So you're going to do it because your energy in the future comes up as a King of Swords. And I like that because King of Swords is, they're very precise. They're articulate. They're truthful. They've learned the lessons, especially in and around your finances here. You're going to start to think things through from all perspectives and find the lesson, hopefully, because whatever this is, it's stopped you in your tracks. It has, or it will in July, right? You can't keep going the way you were going, so something's going to slow you down. And again, remind yourself, Pisces, that there's no such thing as failure. So pick yourself up again, learn from it, and keep going. Because Nine of Wands in the future energy, that tells me that a lot of your deep seated fears of losing money and power, feeling vulnerable, was just a false sense of security. And this is something that you felt like you had to defend, but now you're stepping up in the future here, with courage, with persistence, as the wounded warrior, with strength and resilience, and you're going to have boundaries, and you're going to start to persevere and gain your stamina back. However, the Nine of Pentacles is the last card in the future energy. In reverse, I wonder if you're getting too defensive and you don't want to ask for help, if that's the thing. So let's clarify that, right? I'm also hearing entitled. So I feel like maybe the sense of entitlement comes from a victim mentality from your past, where you kind of expected special treatment without earning it, and you're being asked to learn that lesson, Pisces, that to see this as a gift right now, whatever's been happening. 333 on the clock. So you're going to probably see a lot of triple digits, repeating numbers and patterns. So pay attention. That's definitely divine signs for you. So Nine of Pentacles, you're going to have everything. You have this thing where, it's a little bit of arrogance, I'm going to say, this inability to see flaws. You got to start knowing your limitations while you're trying to improve, right? For some time, if you have to eat rice and beans, you eat rice and beans. You do what you got to do. If you have to do your own nails, do your own hair, you have to kind of cut things out so that you could flourish and invest in things that are going to bring you this sense of independence, right? And I think it's going to be, the next iteration is going to be about you finding that lesson and having and having time, right, to find that sense of stability and think about it, and like how you have everything that you already need. Just feeling grounded and protected, that you have a home, that you have food, that you have a car, you have clothes, like you have your basic needs, right? Like gratitude is what I'm hearing. So there's going to be like the universe, your your guides are really going to try and get your attention in July. So pay attention to that stillness, that there's a period where you're resting or recovering from something. I hope